Business fans only. This podcast is on fire. Finally, a home for fans of the business world.
On the latest on Lamar Jackson, there's a revealing report that he is set for a monster contract to receive from the Baltimore Ravens. Now, the Baltimore Ravens will be paying super money. Jackson is obviously one of the most notable NFL players, and he needs that new contract, and it better be soon. But the Ravens GM, Eric DeCosta, said,
"Throughout this whole week, we've actually been in contact with him. At this point, I think we're just happy where Lamar's pace is going. He's comfortable with it right now."
A new report is suggesting that Jackson may be in line for the monster contract that we've all been waiting for. This is what ESPN's Jamison Hensley had to say.
Those in the league circles expect Jackson's payout to exceed $40 million per season, which would make him amongst the highest three paid quarterbacks. Now, what's interesting is he going to surpass Josh Allen's $43 million contract per year, or rank second behind Mahomes' $45 million per season? The other issue is whether Jackson's deal is going to be a short-term extension like Prescott, 4 years, or longer like Allen's for 6 years.
Lamar, he did record his worst interceptions yet with 13. Jackson also rushed for 76 yards and 2 touchdowns. This makes him a versatile quarterback, and any team would snatch him up. Let's take a look back at Lamar Demetrius Jackson Jr.'s history and life, leading to this monumentous moment. Jackson was born on January 7, 1997. And he was an All-American quarterback from the beginning. And now he's doing his thing in the Baltimore Ravens in the NFL. He played college football at Louisville, where he won the Heisman Trophy his sophomore year. Selected to the Ravens first round. Pretty impressive, right? Jackson became the Ravens starting quarterback his rookie year. And he also became the youngest NFL quarterback to start. He was only 21 years old. The next year, Jackson set the single-season record for quarterbacks rushing yards and led the league in touchdown passes while leading the Ravens to the AFC. For his success, he became the second unanimous most valuable player and the fourth after. In his early years in Florida, he grew up as the center of a distressed family in Pompano Beach, Florida. His father died of a heart attack. Grandmother died in 2005. He was only 8 years old at the time. Just like many future athletes, he played Pop Warner football in that same Florida league. When he was 8 years old, Jackson could throw a football 20 yards. And in high school, he could throw it already for 100 yards. Really impressive. Let's go to his high school time. Jackson was a standout quarterback at Boynton Beach High School. Boynton Beach is a little bit on top of Miami. Got a friend that lives down there. But he was very successful. He could do the read options. He could throw the ball just as equally well. He improved his accuracy, decision making by watching films every week. Kind of like the Mamba mentality, where you just do a little bit more than everybody else. He threw 2,260 yards and 31 touchdowns with only 9 interceptions. He ran for 1,600 yards and got 22 touchdowns. As a quarterback, he had a rating of 102.7. In Jackson's last high school game against the nationally ranked Miami Central High School team, during the first round of the 2014 Florida High School Football Playoffs, the 6A tournament, Boynton Beach won 49-6. And he only threw 2 interceptions, making him one of the best high school players around. And he got quickly recruited. He was rated 3 stars on ESPN.com and 24/7 Sports, by 4 stars by Rivals.com. He received the Power 5 schools for Louisiana, Florida, Auburn, Clemson. All the majors wanted him. And after it all was said and done, he committed to the University of Louisville after head coach Bobby Petrino promised Jackson's mother that her son would be playing quarterback and nothing else. While in college as a freshman in 2015, Jackson played in 12 games, even made 8 starts, completed 135 out of the 247 passes, 1,800 yards with 12 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Against the Charlotte 49ers, Jackson set a university record for total touchdowns with 8, all of them in the first half. Against number 2 Florida State, Jackson completed 13 of 20 passes for 216 yards, widely regarded as one of the best running quarterbacks in the NFL ever since his rookie season. Concerns, however, have been raised in his ability to play as a pure pocket passer when he runs game is contained. Lamar's passing concerns began during his college tenure with Louisville. Over the years, most analysts have cited improvements in his passing ability, but he is rarely mentioned with the elite passers in the league. A notable season in the NFL was when they were 13-2 and he completed 265 passes at a 401 attempt with a 66% completion rate, equaling 3,000 rushing touchdowns, most passing touchdowns in a game, and his number 8 was retired by the Louisville Cardinals. In the NFL, he's starting to rack them up too. Most Valuable Player in 2019, the Brooke Bell Award in 2019, 8-time AFC Offensive Player of the Week, NFL Offensive Rookie of the Month, the FedEx Air Player of the Year in 2000. Recently, he was ranked top 100 players for the 2020 season. So far, he's number 24 in 2021. But you can't deny that he is a great quarterback all the way around. Most wins by a quarterback under the age of 25. Most games win at least 250 yards passing. Youngest quarterback to ever start in a playoff game. Youngest quarterback to achieve a perfect passer record. Highest completion percentage, 86% in a 400-yard passing game, Week 5, 2021 against the Colts. My gosh, this guy just keeps amazing us. He is very much becoming a popular person amongst the youth. Prior to the start of the 2019 NFL season, Jackson appeared on the ABC Celebrity Family Feud. He has also been featured on Madden NFL, a profound video game that all NFL players and video game lovers love. In 2019, Pope Francis was gifted a signed Lamar Jackson Ravens jersey, and he knew who he was. Jackson works hard on his communication. Jackson worked toward a communications major at the University of Louisville while he played his college football there. Jackson is a supporter of Blessings and Backpack, a Louisville charity that provides meals on weekends to children served by the National School Lunch Program. In 2018, Jackson announced the launch of his own sportswear line, Era 8 Apparel. In August 2020, Jackson signed an endorsement deal with Oakley Inc., a company that produces sunglasses, sports goggles, and football helmet vectors. As you can see, the guy is just starting off, and he's got a lot more ways to go.
Business fans only. This podcast is on fire. Finally, a home for fans of the business world.